I don't know if you guys realize this, but the biggest scandal in the history of politics in the United States broke this week, and hardly any media outlet even talked about it. Because it's not really that big of a scandal. In fact, it's not even a scandal. In fact, it may not even be real. But Republican lawmakers are freaking the hell out because they think this is, as one of them put it, worse than Watergate. So here's what happened. Let me tell you how dumb this is. Kash Patel's FBI claims that they have stumbled upon documents that show that former special prosecutor Jack Smith was tracking the cell phone data of multiple Republican senators. But rather than holding a press conference, of course, to announce this shocking information that Jack Smith was conducting an investigation that he was hired to do. No. Patel didn't hold a press conference. He instead had his office turn it over to where? Fox News Digital. Fox News Digital, which is their online streaming. Not even regular Fox News, right? The one that people actually watch. No. We're going to give it to the crappier version of Fox. And then nobody's going to see it. Here's what Fox Digital reported. The document, recently discovered by FBI Director Kash Patel and exclusively obtained by Fox News Digital, is titled Cast Assistance and dated September 27, 2023. Fox alleges that Smith and his team, called Arctic Frost, reportedly tracked GOP lawmakers, including Senators Lindsey Graham, Marsha Blackburn, Ron Johnson, Josh Hawley, Cynthia Lumens, Bill Hagerty, Dan Sullivan, and Tommy Tuberville, as well as Republican Representative Mike Kelly. Okay, Jack Smith was conducting an investigation into the Capitol riots, January 6th, lawmakers' involvement. So, yeah, of course. A lot of these folks are individuals that were directly involved, at least in some way, with what happened. Josh Hawley and his Fist of Solidarity. Ron Johnson, part of the fake elector scheme, although he didn't know what he was turning in. Like, all of these people can be traced to kind of nefarious events leading up to the Capitol riot. And it was part of an investigation that Jack Smith was legally appointed to do. So what's the beef? Well, the beef, according to Republicans, here's what Ron Johnson said. It should shock every American. It's major corruption. Are you talking about you attempting to turn over the fake slate of Wisconsin electors to Mike Pence in 2021? Is that what you're referring to? Because that's major corruption, and that's a thing that happened. Then you had Bill Hagerty said, Jack Smith tracked my private communications and those of my colleagues during this witch hunt to investigate POTUS. This is exactly the type of political weaponization of the federal government under Presidents Obama and Biden that Republican and President Trump have been calling out for years. We will get to the bottom of this, but every American should be shocked to see what happened here. Then you had Chuck Grassley say, this document shows the Biden FBI spied on 8 of my Republican Senate colleagues during its Arctic Frost investigation into election conspiracy. Arctic Frost later became Jack Smith's elector case against Trump. Biden FBI weaponization equals worse than Watergate. Now, here's what I love so much about this. Jack Smith was conducting a legitimate investigation. These individuals were tangentially, at least, connected to parts of that investigation, so it makes total sense. There is no evidence that Jack Smith did anything wrong or that he did this illegally. Right? Did Kash Patel, in any of his stuff, in any of this stuff I just read you, was it mentioned by Patel that he didn't have a warrant? Nope. Which tells us he had a warrant. But here's the funny part. This is what I love so much. Even if he didn't have a warrant, have you ever heard of FISA Section 702? I'm sure you Republicans did because y'all renewed it last summer. You renewed it. And 702 actually allows the government, when conducting investigations in this manner, terrorism, including domestic terrorism, which is what this was, they can just do these things even without a warrant because of the authority you gave them. You got snared, potentially. Maybe not. Maybe he did get a warrant. But if not, it's still not illegal because of what you did. You got snared up in your own damn legislation. So you're shocked at this, telling Americans they should be shocked. Americans should be shocked at the fact that Republicans in power continuously renew this Section 702 so that they can spy on you. Okay, that's what you should be shocked about. Don't feel any pity for any of these Republicans who got caught up in their own horrible legislation. They did this to themselves. They deserve all of the discomfort so they can know what they have been inflicting upon American citizens for over 2 decades now. Thanks for watching, everyone. You know, we're inching closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, and we're aiming to hit that goal before the year closes. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for joining us as we head towards this huge milestone.